Now at 6:30, people in Fort Myers gathering to discuss the full impact of the Southwest Florida's water crisis. Expert panelists are teaming up with scientists and economists to discuss what kind of damage blue-green algae and red tide has done to business in our area.
The event at the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater, where earlier today scientists were actually collecting samples from a lot of people for the research, unfolding today, and they're studying what the water crisis is doing to your health.
4 News Corner's Sam Sosa has been out there all day. Sam, what have you seen?
Well, guys, I'll show you. Right now we're in the lobby of the Broadway Palm. There's several organizations that were out here giving people information, flyers like the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. Now all those people moved into the theater to hear the panelists. Between all of those people and the people who came earlier for the research study, I've seen hundreds of people really concerned about our water crisis, and they want to get something done. So a lot participated in that study.
All right, you can pump up your hands.
Scientists collecting samples from dozens of locals in Southwest Florida, willing to be part of a Florida Atlantic University study. First, they're asked questions like whether they've experienced a runny nose and have difficulty breathing.
I have lung issues and I couldn't go out of my home because I couldn't breathe.
One volunteer tells me she believes she's been exposed to toxins from the water, and she's hoping this study gives us a better picture of what this blue-green algae is doing to human health.
I'm so glad they're doing it because this must be having lasting effects on people's health.
Epidemiologist Adam Schaefer says they're looking for microcystin, the toxin produced by cyanobacteria, aka blue-green algae.
We've been really focusing on microcystin. That's the one that we don't really have a great test for in terms of human clinical measurements, so we're working on that.
They look for the toxin using different tests. They're doing several tests here today. One of those, a swab to the nose. That'll help scientists determine if you have microcystin inside your nostrils.
Here we go.
Blood tests and urine tests will tell researchers if the toxin has actually gone through the subject's body. Researchers say this data will tell them how many people are exposed in what areas, and in turn help them find out what's driving these blooms you've seen floating down the Caloosahatchee River and what they can do to you.
We're working on the measurement, we're looking at the potential health effects, and really how that relates to exposure to some of these blooms in Florida.
Now, because this is a blind study, people will not be getting their results back. This is purely for research, but that research should be peer-reviewed and then published anywhere from several months from now to a year from now. Live in Fort Myers, Sam Sosa, Fox 4 in your corner.